Happy Mother's Day weekend, everyone. I myself am in the throes of motherhood right now. If you follow me, then I probably look a little bit different today. I don't have any eyeliner on. I don't have any of my piercings in. But this is just me, you know, rough day, rough week, rough like months. So as a proud protective mom, this time of year is also really hard for me. I've lost my mother and both of my grandmothers. So yeah, I'm not a fan of cancer, and I just can't help but feel that sense of lost. I just really wish that they had gotten the chance to get to know my kiddos and stuff, you know. They were just really loving individuals, and so I just wanted to make sure to take this second to send love to everybody out there, no matter what you're going through or how you're feeling this weekend. I am in the middle of metamorphosis. I'm like a caterpillar right now. My hair has been growing out forever. We got like just mountains and mountains of gray. So you don't want to miss my upcoming glow up. I hope that you subscribe and hit that notification button. But today is all about Ramona's glow up. This one, I believe, is my favorite so far. I know I say that every time, but I mean, this has just turned out real special. So we really get into it with today's hair transformation. We're going to go in, do some hair bleaching. I mean, this regrowth is like, I'm telling you, it's like that much. It's a lot of regrowth. So we have hair bleaching and full on all over vivid hair color, glows under the UV. And spoiler alert, I do use one of the new CHROMADADDY hair colors that we swatched in the previous video. So I'm going to go ahead and link that below, just in case you like any of the hair colors that I used today. And on that note, make sure you check out my links below. I got hair dye codes, all that good stuff down there. So comments and constructive criticism, all welcome below. Let's go see if this can make your day just a little bit brighter. Okay, so this is her hair faded from the last time that we did it. We actually did no bleach or lightener, color removers of any kind in that video. We just worked with what she had. So make sure you check out the links below if you want to see that process. But this is her regrowth going on in the back. There is a lot more back here than in the front of her hair. Because if you follow her hair journey on my channel here, you'll see, you know, what I'm talking about. But those are all linked below in case you want to catch up. So now we're going in with BlondeMe from Schwarzkopf, 7 volume developer and their 9+ lift lightener. Check out my bleach playlist if you want to see me bleach my hair using that as well. It's one of my favorite bleaches. So look at all of that regrowth. I'm going in with a ratio of 1 to 1.5. I just really like this consistency when I do any kind of roots or anything like that. So because she has a lot of regrowth, I'm not going to go all the way up to her root. And we're also only bleaching the back section separately from the front, just because she has so much regrowth back here. Now, I've lightened her hair before, so I know that she lifts really fast, but I am leaving her baby hairs out, as well as not going all the way up to the root. And you'll see I'm more tapping my bleach on. And you are going to see some previous banding right about there. That's from the pre-existing box dye. And we've just been kind of working on it little by little as she kind of grows it out. Now you can see I'm going in like this cross section motion, you know, left to right on the hair. And I just really like doing it this way. Oils can also help with tackling the banding, but I just wanted to be as gentle on her hair as possible. That's why we're using 7 volume. Since I already cross-check anyway, I really liked using this method, starting with, you know, leaving the baby hairs out and finishing everything up while I cross-check. You can really see that banding here, and here's the results. I did use just the K18 mask, and I am really impressed with the blend from the roots. You can see that old box dye, but it just wasn't worth sacrificing her hair trying to get that band out, so we were willing to work with that. I consulted her first, let her know. Like I said, I've been doing her hair for a while, so this was no mystery, but I think we did a great job with everything else. We are doing vivid hair color. The lift from the root I thought was stunning. So I feel like all of that came out really even. So now here I bleached the front separate. I did do a bleach wash on the blue ends of her hair in the back before we came ahead and bleached this front. She had way less regrowth on the front here, so it was quicker results. Like I said, I only bleach washed the back where it was very dark blue, none on the front. We really wanted to utilize all the pink that she had in her hair because that was one of the colors that she chose for her vivid hair transformation. But look at how absolutely amazing the roots and the back lifted. I feel like those all came out even. I feel like they all match the front, this and that. I only used K18 after, no conditioner yet. Look at how those ends lightened up. And there's that black box dye going on there. But like I've said before, I've known that as long as I've been doing her hair. It's a process. But just using the colors that we already have in her hair, we have a game plan, we have colors that she's picked out. This is the sectioning. I used a color TRAK clip. They are so amazing. I'll link them below. I don't do much without them. So now here is our Yassify going into our Quenched. That's one of the new CHROMADADDY colors. I was so excited about this. And that's also some Tide Pool, but that's not in the formula that she's using. There's the Quenched, and then we're also doing the BLONDME Bubblegum Pink. But seeing this Quenched on like a darker tone of hair like that is really exciting for me. So this was all her creative process. She picked the colors. And, you know, so I just wanted to really give her credit because she is so creative and just a lovely person. And I appreciate our Ramona so much. So there's her coontail. She did mix, I think it was Quenched in a little bit of Tide Pool for that. But yeah, all the rest of this is all the Tide Pool, the bubblegum pink. Up there also, and here in the front, she added just a bit of Tide Pool just where the hair was a little darker. Yeah, look at how vibrant that was, especially since we still had that light layer of pink underneath there. And I just love her colors that she picked. It's giving hibiscus, or it's like a flower. I don't even know. But I really love how this yellow came out underneath, even though we have that banding. I feel like it goes with it, you know, almost like a sunflower vibe. But I'm in shock at how this Quenched has changed her color of her hair. I was kind of worried, and to be honest with you, even after the bleach bath, but everything is great coverage. Got like a pink lemonade vibe on the other side. Everything's so beautifully saturated. CHROMADADDY's fragrance free, so I didn't get any headaches, which is nice. And of course, it's UV reactive, which I absolutely love. They are so pigmented. And I also got a new black light, everybody, that is actually a different, I think it's wavelength or something like that. You'll have to check it out in my upcoming videos. But look at how vibrant and pigmented and stunning. It's giving just like flames. I don't know, toxic glow. Like, I am just obsessed with how this came out. Now, not every single one of CHROMADADDY's hair colors are UV reactive, but they let you know right on the package, or, you know, when you're ordering them if they are or not. But honestly, most of them are, and this is what you're getting. It's absolutely stunning. And so now here is right before rinse out. I just wanted to give you guys, you know, just really an idea after all the color has set and everything, what it looks like. Isn't this such a vibe? And look, didn't that work so well with that banding? I just think it's so pretty. There's kind of like a raccoon tail vibe going on this side, but we just kind of made the sections just a little bit thicker. Also, just so you guys know, she cuts her own hair, and so I actually haven't cut her hair on my channel. I do cut my own hair, but I just thought I'd give her some props because every time she comes in, honestly, it looks great. So here's our rinse out. As you can see, there's just like no color bleeding. Everything rinses out beautifully. You don't have to follow up with any shampoo or conditioner. It's semi-permanent hair color, but I did use the new Olaplex mask in her hair, and which I also have a video of me reviewing it, but she did update me that she really loved the mask. It's been going great. But look at this rinse out. I had to slow-mo this for you guys. Isn't it just so pretty? And look, yellow and pink, and it's like not bleeding at all. And up here, I did blend it a little bit. You're getting like orange, you're getting pinks, you're getting purples, yellows. Like, this Quenched came out so stunning. In my recent video, we swatched it on a like level 9, 10 platinum blonde swatch. So now you can get to see what it looks like on maybe a little bit darker hue of hair. But I just couldn't get over this rinse out, the way these colors go together, just how shiny and beautiful and healthy everything looks. And just how vibrant. I mean, normally when your hair is wet, it's just, you know, it's going to look a lot darker than when it's dry. But look at how this color pops. Nothing looks dull. I don't know. I'm obsessed with this new Quench. So thank you, CHROMADADDY. I can't wait. I'm pretty sure I want to use it on my hair next. Comment below. What do you think? Like, look at this. How amazing that coverage is. Oh my gosh, I just can't even stand it. This is like the most whimsical comb out I think I've ever done. Now you guys can see why I just couldn't decide that if this was my favorite or not, but let me know, comment below, because to me, I'm pretty sure this is the winner. And look at the back, since we kind of did, you know, the pink on the top, and then we switched it to yellow going down underneath to the teal. That's what's giving me this flat, like flower vibe in the back. And this is it just partially dry. And now here are the results. She actually went home and, you know, styled her hair and everything. And she was so kind enough to come back over so I could get footage for all of you guys. So a big shout out to our Ramona. I really appreciate that. And thank you for being such a good sport, you know, with my health problems, because, you know, doing these things is rough on me and takes time. And so I appreciate that. Look at the before and the after of those roots. I just think that for as much as we had to lighten, that these results were just exceeded my expectations, to be honest with you. And yeah, I just love her styling. I think she does a beautiful job on her haircuts and her styling. But look at that. Oh my gosh, I can't get over that quenched. Honestly, when I was recording this, I was just so in shock because I was just not sure how it was going to do with that kind of muddy gray. Or not muddy gray, it was just really silvery kind of gray back there after we lightened it a little bit. But here is our final results in the black light. This might also be my favorite black light we've done. And just the way that it's kind of like the cooler, darker tone. And you have these real vibrant, electric flower colors coming off the top. It's almost like a flower that lights up by the moon, or, you know, that bioluminescence with the ocean behind it. I keep thinking hibiscus as well. But I love that we did those contrasting colors with the pink going to yellow. Look at that. Isn't it so whimsical? All right, I hope that you comment and vote below if this is your favorite. And if this is your first time here, I hope you check out our other Ramona hair transformations. Oh my gosh, it is just such a vibe. Look at that. Look at this. Doesn't that just look like amber? It's just the most beautiful colors. Oh my goodness. Wasn't that just absolutely beautiful? I felt like it was just like a flower. I don't know, hibiscus or something. Yeah, I personally thought it was just absolutely stunning. So can't wait to see what you all thought. Make sure you comment below. And don't be scared to comment on what you think I'm going to be doing next with my hair. Like I said, in the middle of a metamorphosis, kind of feels like I've just been like flying through space, and I got like health stuff and try to be super mom, you know, just normal life stuff, and just, you know, I don't know, it's just, and like my healing process, you know, on things I'm dealing with that, like the other kind of health, you know what I'm saying? So let me know if you guys want like a little bit of an update when I do my next hair care video or something, which I got some really, really cool stuff for us to try. So I do hope that you subscribe, hit that notification button. My Instagram is also linked below and in my bio in case you want to go check that out. Send me pictures of your hair, whatever. I truly hope that this video brought you some joy in some way. Sending love to you all this Mother's Day weekend. Hang in there. You got this. We got this. Everyone's got this. Stay kind to yourself, and I really hope to see each and every one of you in the next videos. Have a beautiful day.